This has definitely been a very difficult week for one reason or another with the latest events that have occurred. Now we have the latest on the Baltimore Key Bridge collapse. The bodies of two construction workers, one from Mexico and one from Guatemala, who died after a 984-foot-long cargo ship hit a pillar of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, have been recovered, officials said Wednesday. But the remains of four others are unaccounted for, and I do know that one person did survive. Talking about running down the aisle, jumping over pews, rolling down the aisle, and giving God a praise. The National Transportation Safety Board chair told CNN that investigators were able to board the ship overnight and obtain the data recorder or black box, and more information will be shared with the public later. The collapse has indefinitely halted the flow of ships in and out of Baltimore, and Transportation Secretary Buttigieg says rebuilding the bridge won't be quick or easy. Dozens of containers with hazardous materials remain on the ship, but they pose no threat to the public, according to the Coast Guard. The brother of a missing person from the bridge collapse describes his brother as a man who dreamed big. I could describe him as a dynamic person, as a visionary person, a man who dreamed big, said Martin Sandoval, brother of Mayor Sandoval. What they want most is for their brother's body to be found so they can take steps. First responders worked quickly to get people off the bridge after the first Mayday call. One of the survivors actually saw the bridge fall right after he moved off of it. It was because a first responder was telling him to move off the bridge. This is definitely very, very frightening. Our prayers are with the families, for those who have family members that were passed away because of this incident, and for the families who their loved ones have not been located. Our thoughts and prayers are most definitely with you, and praying that things will work out and that God will give you strength in these trying times. Customers from the East Coast to the Midwest could feel a costly impact from the collapse of the bridge, which was named for the man who wrote the poem that became the Star Spangled Banner. Their focus now is reuniting families with their loved ones. Everything else can wait. There were 56 containers of hazardous materials on board when it crashed. The containers contain corrosives, flammables, miscellaneous materials, lithium batteries. Some containers have been breached. And of course, this is going to cause a problem with the water and sea life. And there are 10 vessels stuck in the port of Baltimore. Following the collapse of the bridge, 10 vessels are stuck in the port of Baltimore, according to the Bureau of Transportation Statistics. 3 bulk carriers, 1 vehicle carrier, 2 general cargo ships, 1 oil chemical tanker, and 3 logistics naval vessels. An additional 12 vessels are in the port, but are not stuck behind the bridge. We also found out that Mexico is supporting the families of the 3 Mexican construction workers that were impacted in the bridge collapse. The government, according to their president, is in communication with their families, supporting them and offering assistance from the diplomatic corps in Baltimore and Washington. And when I see incidents like this, I just keep being reminded of President Obama, who wanted to fix the infrastructure of this country, but the Republicans refused to do so. This is a frightening, frightening experience. Our prayers are with the families and the first responders and the citizens and residents of Baltimore and the surrounding areas and all those who are impacted. We send our love and prayers.
Mercy.